Hey guys, it's Nate, aka the Foot Accountant. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got to talk about this Footies pack grind because there is a new method that is going on right now that sounds insane, but it's more effective than how we were opening packs before. And the key is quick selling more cards than you might think you need to. We're going to discuss that today and explain it in depth. But of course, the biggest news right now is that our favorite summer SBC is back, the 85 times 10. And the next question I have is, what are we crafting today using that SBC? A new icon player pick, another big player SBC? We'll discuss it, guys. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Let's look over yesterday's content on a Saturday, where actually the biggest thing that's being talked about right now isn't the content in the game, it's the difficulty we have accessing that content because the servers, especially around the content drop, just seem so unstable on the companion app, on the web app, here on game. I haven't been playing any games as of yesterday or even early today on Sunday, but I can't imagine that the gameplay feels great with the servers going on like this. I don't know, is there so many people playing this game right now for Footies that it's causing some server issues, or is EA moving some servers over to FC26, or what is happening that's making the game feel so slow? Hopefully that gets sorted ASAP, because it's actually pretty annoying when you log on to the app or to the game and everything is just super slow. So let's go to evolutions though and talk about all of the evolution chains that people are creating with this new Fleet Protector Evo. It's 50,000 coins. Max 95 takes you to a 97 rated. Some of the stat boosts are pretty good in this. Again, we have very good playstyle pluses though. I think that's the key. Back-to-back days with Evos that give Anticipate plus, Intercept plus, Bruiser plus. This one gives Rapid and Technical, not Intercept, just Intercept base. But some very good evolutions here with the playstyle pluses that are given and some solid stats. This one has very, very open requirements, so you can put a lot of players in it. I'm having to search by rating and search by position for cards that I think I might be interested in putting in this. Maybe the Walker Zimmerman card for me here would be pretty good, or another card like the McKenny for an emotional Evo card. There are some chains on Footman you see here with like Teo Hernandez, or with Neymar getting a bit of boost in some certain areas. I think this Evo does give a bit of a passing boost, which is why you're seeing people thinking of using it on Ronaldinho, who doesn't really need the Bruiser or the Anticipate. But if you already have 4 playstyle pluses on a card, maybe this evolution with the boost that it gives could be right for you. Or yet again, as I'm mentioning for the second day in a row now, might be nice for a future evolution chain. Yeah, long passing up to 96, short passing plus 4 up to 96. You do get the skill boost to 5. So it's kind of a passing, dribbling, defense, physical boost Evo for all positions. Evos are kind of falling off right now. I think most of us would agree. We had some great ones last week, but right now they're a little bit behind where most of the hype is with SBCs. SBCs have not fallen off, because yesterday we logged into content right away. I was looking for just the 84 times 10, but we were met with the surprise of the 85 times 10 as well. It is here, our summer SBC. Hopefully, this SBC does not leave this game for the rest of the cycle. Until we're in FC26, hopefully this is going to be refreshing each and every single week. It's 3 times repeatable right now for an 86 rated squad with a team of the week or a team of the season. And guys, these are gonna be some of your best packs that you open. The weight on them with the 85 plus is very solid for promo cards, and that just builds you more exchanges and SBCs even easier. Great SBC, exactly what we wanted. The 84 times 10 is out as well. It's not 10 times repeatable or unlimited as we maybe thought. It's only 7, but you get 10 per day between the 84 times 10 and the 85 times 10. We'll open a couple of those in this video, but if you guys invested in Team of the Weeks or Team of the Seasons, man, am I so glad that I bought 500,000 coins worth of these cards, because they just look like they're going to keep going. 85 rated, 83 rated, all Team of the Weeks are now 17,000 coins on the market. That's looking really good. Team of the Seasons are up as well. They're not up as much though, because we still have, I think, some more fresh supply from the Team of the Seasons that are in packs as 94, 95, 96 rated cards. These are still 15.5 on the market, but those are up in price as well, because these we were talking about buying on Thursday a couple of days ago for about 12 to 13,000 coins. So if you invested in Team of the Weeks or Team of the Seasons like I did, I think the best time to sell these is going to be later on during the week. As you can see here, I've got a good bit I did. I must have put them into SBCs, or they're actually in my club. That's where they are. But I've got about 500,000 coins worth of Team of the Week cards in my club and on the transfer list. I think those are going to be good sells later on this week. Same thing with Team of the Seasons. So GG if you invested there, but keep holding in my opinion. Now, a quick check on fodder. 88s went down a ton. Remember, these cards were 12,000 coins on the market, and they absolutely tanked yesterday, down from 12K to 6,000 coins. I mean, that's got to be partially shout out to the 85 times 10 and giving out so many more of those 88s, 84 times 10 as well, and the SBCs that these were needed in not being as hyped as they previously were. All fodder dropped yesterday except for Team of the Weeks, which are going up, and as a part of the SBC content that we had to talk about yesterday, what are we crafting with these 84s and 85 times 10s? Well, one of the best and most meta center backs in the game is where my fodder is going right away. It is Yap Stam, and he is exactly as leaked, and he is insane. Look at this card, exactly as you'd want it to be. The quick step base, the relentless base, the aerial, with great playstyle pluses. Maybe the slide tackle, yeah, you would have wished was an intercept or an aerial, but that's fine. He's got anticipate, bruiser, and jockey, of course the defender plus, and he does feature the first two 94 rated squads in this game. I believe this is the first two 94s that we've seen. It gives some decent packs back too, nothing super crazy. So yeah, that's maybe a little bit more difficult to craft, but with the 85-10, with the 84-10, with all the high rated cards that we do have in packs, this SBC at 890K, I mean, SBC values right now are kind of thrown out the window because of the pack grind. It is an insane card. When you look at SBCs from now through the rest of footies and through the end of the year, you kind of just have to look at it as, is that card worth you grinding through the squads that are there to complete? Remember, we had previous years on the game where there were 40 and 50 squad SBCs. Like, even those are worth doing because it gives you an insane card at the end and something to kind of grind towards, chip away at, and chase. This one's only 13 squads. I have no problem with that one at all. He is very thumbs up, as he should be. And other center backs, I mean, who's using too many tradable cards right now? Not too many people. But for those that were, center backs got cooked. Saliba from 180,000 coins to 90K, and even a Shapeshifter's Amiga from 40,000 coins to 24,000 coins. And there's other center backs that are dropping a lot on the market as well. Even in July, people are selling cards because of a new SBC that comes out and is looking pretty good. Now, I want to take a look at the market just a quick bit more for some footies conversation and some path to glory conversation, because we had the last game of the quarterfinals played yesterday. It was France versus Germany. Germany ended up winning on penalties, which means Julia Gwynn and the whole list of other German live cards that we have are going to be getting a 5th playstyle plus very soon. We're still waiting on the 5th playstyle plus for the Spanish women's cards as well, as they won and of course beat Switzerland and advanced to the semifinals. That was and is the upgrade these players get for advancing to the semifinals. So we're waiting on a 5th playstyle plus for a few cards right now, but of course, as you would expect, these German cards flew yesterday after being down. They went up, kind of like how the Swedish cards did in the Sweden versus England game. They went down a bunch, wasn't looking good for them, and then they exploded because they ended up winning. So she's back down from her peak right now. I've actually bought a couple of this card in the 200,000 coin range, hoping to get a few more, just because I think she could rise up into their next game. But then it's the opposite for the French cards. Now, I want to mention this Cascarino and some of the other French live cards as well, like Mbak, I think it is. Yeah, Katoto, Mbak, Gioro, and Cascarino. These are all very good cards with meta playstyle pluses. And one thing you can do as an investment is buy some of these live cards after these games when they get absolutely destroyed in price. Because you've seen for some of the other live players that their countries have lost, some of those cards have rebounded back up. Let's look at Rolfo, for example. Has her card rebounded back up from where it was at the low point after they lost? Let's see, hourly. In the last couple of days, she went on Thursday, the huge drop, right? From 400,000 coins down to 104K. And what is she right now? 130,000 coins. So for some of these cards that have lost, especially Cascarino, Gioro, and Katoto, those are good cards. People are using those and they're pretty cheap. So they could be decent investments if you time it right and then rise over the next couple of days, because remember, PTGs, usually pretty rare. Those cards are pretty rare if I remember correctly from their supply on the market. Those could be good, easy investments that you buy, hold for a couple days, and make some coins on. Now, really quickly, I know who wants to talk about the market in this time of the year, but it's worth mentioning these Footies cards too. If you're looking to try any of them for their team, they have dropped yet again. I sold Eto'o for 2.3 million coins yesterday. I bought him right here, sold him right here. He's had a big drop. He's now 1.5 mil. He's probably going to have a little bit of a rise today on Sunday in the early hours, as you'd expect, but probably going to drop off a bit more throughout the day today. And if you do want to buy a card from Footie's Team 2 for your team, I mean, we can take a look at Footie's Team 1 and kind of draw some of the same conclusions. For a card like Koundé, who's done well out of packs, right? This card was pretty low as it dropped a lot on Sunday into Monday, had a bit of a rise Monday, but got lower into Wednesday. I would imagine that these Footies cards will probably have sort of the same scenario on the market. Maybe drop a little bit more today, maybe a little bit more on Monday, and a little bit more on Wednesday into Rivals rewards, but then go up after that. Of course, as a lot of people want to get their hands on some of the 5 Playstyle Plus and just most meta players that are in packs for Footies that are pretty difficult to pack. Now, speaking of packing these Footies cards, let's talk about this pack grind that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Who needs coins right now when you have this pack grind, right? This pack grind, guys, gives you more chances for Footies because you're not fiddling around with useless dupe storage cards like 84 rated and below in your dupe storage. Shout out to Nepenthes and some of you guys in the community for enlightening me to this yesterday, as this kind of is a method that has come to light with more special cards in packs and just the better odds of you packing better players with, special cards in these exchange packs. Now, I'm going to go through the method and just show you how it works, because you kind of have to retrain your mind a little bit and you have to quick sell a lot of players. That's the thing. Let's open up an 89 exchange pack from this right here. We're going to have a team of the year. I'm going to skip it just for this video and just for talking through the whole situation here. All right, there's an 89 exchange. I get 2 91s. Boom. That's already half of another exchange right there. I got an 87 and 2 86s. That's half of an 86 exchange. So what I'm going to do here, just like any normal pack you would, you're going to send everything to the club. But this is where it differs. Instead of sending all of this to my duplicate storage, I'm going to place all of this in my quick sell. I'm going to keep the cards that are 85 plus. Everything else, gonzo. I know, 84s, but Nate, 84s, they're good for Team League SBCs. You don't need to do the Team of the Week SBC as much now with the Team of the Season cards that are in packs, and you can easily still do the Team of the Week SBC with the 84s, the 83s, and the 82s that you just sent to your club from the first part of that pack. Basically, this method is all about quick selling everything 84 rated and below and keeping everything 85 and above. If I had 85 rated players in my dupe storage right there, which I think I did have a couple, I would send those to the dupe storage because those can be put into exchanges. The pack grind method that I was doing before this, here's the servers live in action being super slow. The pack grind that we were doing before this, by the way, we were quick selling. Or not quick selling, we were sending everything to the club, but we weren't doing exchanges with our 84s, 85s, and 86s. I was only doing 88s and 89s. Well, doing this method with all of the special cards that are in packs, I'm resetting the game, by the way, because this is crazy. Doing it this way in this method, you're going to build so much more exchange packs, do the 85, 86, and 87 exchanges, and you're going to get specials from those. That's going to craft you more exchange packs. You're going to continue to pack special cards, which you're going to get some Footies from that as well. And in the end, with this method, you're just opening more meaningful packs instead of fiddling with your dupe storage of 83s, 4s, and 82s even to put into 83 plus player picks or 84 plus Team of the Week upgrades. You're just going to be worrying about exchanges and then your daily repeating SBCs like the 85 times 10, the 84 times 10, and you're going to have enough cards in your club from just sending cards to your club, like the 83s, 4s, and 5s that you need to be able to do those SBCs very easily each and every day. So that's kind of the pack grind in a nutshell right there. Again, the whole point is you're going to open more exchanges, more meaningful packs, and with SBC bans being such a big issue, instead of, again, using some of your very limited number of SBCs you can do each day, each hour on those Team of the Week packs, on those 83 plus player picks, you're going to be opening more meaningful packs with a higher rated chance of Footies because you're going to be opening the exchange packs. Now, I will mention with the exchanges in this method, you have to be a little bit more ballsy. Is that the word? You have to go a little bit more crazy with the exchanges here. And the 89 rated exchange, before I wasn't putting anything over 91. And I even cringed at the fact of putting 91s in. Now, with this method and the whole point being just rip packs over and over and over with these 89 exchanges, I'm putting in all the way up to 93. I know you need 94s, 95s, 96s for the big SBCs if you have stam, but these are the packs right here. These exchanges are the ones that give you the best chance at the big footies players. Was that Puyol? Hold on. That might have been Inigo Martinez. Look at that. 96 Fry Gang and 89 Dembele. Who do we get at the back here? It is Inigo Martinez, and we get a Buffon. Okay, so I'm going to send to the club, so it wasn't Puyol. But then I'm going to put everything here in quick sell. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to save those and quick sell everything else. And boom, there's no meaningless stuff in my duplicate storage. We're good there. But again, this is the way to grind it. And then what I'm going to do here is when my duplicate storage gets full, I'm going to go back in, build a bunch more exchanges, and we're going to be good to go. So that's the new grind method. I think this is way more fun. Ooh, that's like right there. That right there, I just opened an 89 exchange, and I'm getting another 89 exchange inside of that. I'm putting a 93 back into this. Absolutely. There's an 87 and an 85 as well. I think doing this method, you're going to end up Fry Gang back to back as well. Interesting. You're going to end up actually having so many exchange packs that are just going to sit in your packs in the store, because you're going to be building packs on packs on packs. And especially with the 84 times 10s and the 85 times 10s, those are just going to bring out even more exchanges. All right, let's open a couple 85 10s to end this off, and then talk about content that we're going to get today on Sunday. Center attacking mid, Brazil. Okay. Ooh, that's Debinha. That's a footies card right there. Had to pack a footies in the video, right? First time that I've packed her. And looky here, we've got a 92, a 90, and a 91. Probably save Inigo Martinez for another SBC. But all of those, obviously, from 85 times 10 are going to go into the storage. Almost another exchange right there from that. So, yeah, the pack grind right now, it was already great, but it's even better with the 85 times 10. And, of course, with this new kind of way to grind in the menus. Sesko? Yeah, I'm going to skip that one. I want to open my last 85 times 10 because these are the, oh my gosh, that's insane. That's one exchange. That's almost two exchanges right there. That's crazy. Yeah, 85 10s absolutely cook with all the special cards and packs. We love it. The only pack that I've seen is better is, of course, the 85 times 30 from the crafting objective. All right, last one. Can we get another footies? We've got ourselves, yeah, we have got another footies. It is Flint. That's two footies out of 385 times 10s. That's not too shabby. Harry Maguire, Daniel Malin. That's just exchangers for days. I love it. I love the 85 times 10s. I'm sure you guys do as well. All right, let's stop yapping. But I'm going to open one more pack because I'm a pack fiend, and you can just keep opening packs, and it's just so fun because this is footies, and this is what we love about it until you get golds. All right, let's talk about today's content on Saturday, all right? I'm actually just going to quick sell, boom, 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 those, and send those to the dupe storage. Perfect. Let's talk about content today on Sunday, guys. SBCs, with all this fodder, what are we crafting with those higher rated players? It looks like we could be getting multiple of these cards today, not just through SBCs, but also through objectives. First of all, Declan Rice, Neto, and Alphonso Davies, probably the three biggest cards that we would be looking out for. But honestly, Dumornay and Iago Aspas, they look usable as well with the playstyle pluses, especially Dumornay. That Dumornay card looks insane. If she's cheap, that could be a really awesome card. So watch out for that card. Though they are all allegedly SBCs right there. One of those, maybe two if we're lucky, will be coming today. Now, I want to talk about the objectives as well using this same list, because today on Sunday, we're expecting Footies Cup number 2. Of course, this gave us Laudrup last week with some decent packs inside of this. We have the Cannavaro and the Sergi Roberto, who are leaked as objective players. Now, maybe they're both inside of the Footies Cup 2 today, or maybe it's just Cannavaro, kind of how Laudrup was last week, or maybe it's just Sergi Roberto, but I'd be watching out for that as a part of content today too. And with that, just like last week, how we had the France, Brazil, and Spain specific requirements here, watch out for something along those lines with this week as well. Maybe they do like Germany or English, or just kind of use different nations in there, and maybe Argentina or something like that, or the Netherlands. Just watch out for that. If you see that right away, there's going to be cards in the market that move there, especially if it's 90 rated squads like it was last time. And speaking of more content today, probably probably an evolution. I mean, there's a couple of 95 rated Evos that have been mentioned and have been talked about, but we're really waiting for maybe Monday to get another choose your own adventure type situation. We'll probably talk about that a little bit more in the video tomorrow. Last thing to mention is the icon player pick. All right, EA. We've been asking for like 3 weeks now for this 93 plus encore icon player pick, not to be necessarily a better player pick, just less squads. They could drop this exact player pick here. It's got the shapeshifters icons in it. We'd love to chase those. The Cruyff, the Maradona, some of the insane cards in there, Dino. We'd love to chase those. But 10 squads, when you can go do 13 squads for a Yap Stam and get that card guaranteed, which is going to be better than probably 90% of the cards you're going to pack from that, and 99% of the cards you're going to pack most often from this player pick, 10 squads just feels like too much for the way the rest of the SBCs are formatted right now in this game. So that's the content today on Sunday to be looking forward to. Let's see. Actually, let me go to objectives really quick because I got to open at least 1 or 2 more packs. I haven't opened a ton of packs in the last day since we didn't stream. Let's open the group reward 89 times 5 and the 88 times whatever that was. Also, quick note, I mentioned this in the stream. We will not be streaming today on Sunday or Monday or actually Wednesday of this next week because today, early today, in just a few hours actually, we're going to be boarding a plane heading to Vancouver to get a first look at FC26, get to ask EA the tough, hard-hitting questions, and play the game first. So if you guys have questions you want me to relay to EA, we've made a Discord channel. I'm probably going to tweet something today as well. You can respond below that tweet. And it seems, again, like the way EA is looking at this whole FC26 situation, they're not shying away from community feedback, even the tough questions. So bring them on. I'm going to ask them. They're open to them, it seems. So that's an exciting thing. And again, thank you to you guys for putting me in a position to be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to do that and have these cool experiences if it weren't for you guys watching the videos and being a community that EA wants to invest in as well. As I mentioned, they watch a lot of the videos, and that's because of what we've created here. So all thanks to you guys, and hopefully after I glaze EA, can we get a good pull here in an 89 times 5 left wing? Who's this? That's Salma Parluelo 93-foot birthday. And I'm going to skip the rest of this because it's a fantasy card. So, any icons in behind? Oh, Yashin, Pavlovich, done. See, man, I'm saying that 85 times 30 was the best pack from that whole entire crafting objective. Okay, one more pack. I'm going to say one more pack and probably open like 3 more. But actually, it's going to be my last one. The 84-25. Yes, let's go. Another footies. Come on, man. Give me a banger. Striker, that was definitely Griezmann. That was not Mbappe. I saw the hair. We've been baited. We've seen that all year long. Who's the footies, though? It's probably Kanu, but I hope it's not. Saliba. Okay, that's my first time packing him. I know he's only 90,000 coins. Welcome to my club. Wearing a Spurs shirt. Come on, you Spurs. We love that. Oh, Mohamed Salah in there as well. Look at that passion from both the dynamic images. Griezmann, Okocha, McCabe. Okay, so we love that. Down to the quick sell. All of you guys go up. Do we have anything in back here? I don't think we do. Boom, send them in. All right, guys, enjoy that pack grind. Let me know down below if it's working better for you or if you still like doing the 83 plus player picks and stuff like that with this insane footies grind that we have. It's just fun to sit on the game and rip packs. That's why this video's gone long, and I've ripped a lot more packs than I thought I would. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a thumbs up on it, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in a video tomorrow from a hotel room somewhere else in the world. It's TheFutAccountant. See you later. Peace out.